Mm, Can't make this up, right? I know how I like to say when I first start my videos, y'all can't make this up, man. You can't make it up. Well, today's topic, we got breaking news, obviously, in hip hop. Now, I mean, it happened yesterday or the day before that, whatever. But it's hitting the internet now. A lot of people starting to know what's going on. We got FBG Casino. Now, if y'all don't know who FBG Casino is, he's come from the FBG camp. That's Future over there. You know, the Future rapper. They got the superstar Future. They got baby on Ciara. Then multiple other women. You know, Future. Shout out to Future from Atlanta. But see, my thing is, I don't understand what type of era these guys think they living in. We live in an era with technology, snitches, informants, rats. I mean, you got to be very, 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 very careful on the way you moving through these streets nowadays in this era that we live in. You just have to be careful. You don't know who's watching you, who's dropping a dime on you. You don't know what's going on. Obviously, FBG Casino was going to go meet somebody, I guess, at the Airbnb, whatever, whatever. And yeah, the feds ran down. Feds kicked the door, you know what I mean? Laid him down, got a couple kilos, a couple $100,000, and this, yeah, he's out of here. But the thing is, the catch is, this is Future brother. And allegedly, and everything I speak on this video is obviously alleged until further notice, until we find out more information. But allegedly, when they arrested the guy said, "Yeah, you know, I work in the manager. I'm Future brother." He brings up Future name all in the arrest. I'm not saying that Future got anything to be involved in the situation, but you got to think about that. Let this marinate in your brain. Let this marinate in your soul. This is Future brother. You get caught with all that type of drugs. We're gonna get to the news clip. We're gonna get to everything. I know how I do. We ain't gonna be here too long. But when you get caught with that amount of type of drugs and all that, and you bringing up a superstar name like your brother, we don't know what type of moves that Future was doing. Maybe we don't know. Because this guy didn't get caught with no 1 or 2 little kilos. No, he got caught with a couple birds. And yeah, they was moving some stuff. But is this gonna backfire now? They're gonna start looking at Future in a whole FBG camp. Because you do got a couple artists over there. You got the dude from Cleveland, Doughboy. Shout out to Doughboy over there, you know what I mean? The short guy, he signed with everybody know who Doughboy is. He's from Cleveland. I mean, shout out to Doughboy, but he signed with FBG label. That's Future label. Is this gonna actually put a target on him now? Because didn't I tell y'all before we start? These RICO charges that they actually doing in hip hop, they coming after all these camps, all these heavy hitters, all the head honchos who's making the money for their crew, and you know they crews in the streets doing foolery things allegedly. That's what's going on here. They throwing Ricos at these superstars, entourage. That's what they throwing the Ricos at. So a lot of these hip hop dudes and they crews and all that, y'all gotta be low key because the new thing is the Ricos coming to y'all, hip hop, in that community. Let's talk about this right quick, cause we ain't gonna be here long. We're gonna go over the news clip, and y'all gonna be the judge on this. If the Fed's gonna start watching FBG, they're gonna start watching Future in the whole FBG camp. We're gonna find out. Let's get this show started though. Smash that like button. Let's go, man. Yo, 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 yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Smash that thumbs up. Ain't gonna hurt your feeling. Ain't gonna cost you. It's absolutely free. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Keep the notification bell on. Shout out to everybody that got their membership. Team Smoke Gang. Shout out to everybody that donated, support the channel. If you want to support the channel, it's the thank button on the video. You can also support the channel by the Cash App. Let's get this on copyright out the way though, so we can start this on video and talk about these grown dudes thinking they Scarface out here in these streets at the age they at, and that the money that they be playing with, they ain't got no reason running around acting like some young kids trying to cop birds and acting like they Scarface. But this is the consequences that you want to. This is what happens when you still want to act like you a Scarface type guy running the streets. Let's get this copyright out the way because we want to talk about this right quick. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel, on this channel. Everything that I speak on over here is absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. The clips and the videos I play are also owned by the original creators. So we're gonna get straight to it, man. And by the way, good morning, everybody. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever the hell you at in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and everything. Know what I mean, but we gotta talk about this. Make sure y'all go get y'all coffee, energy drink, light one up. Y'all already know, wake and bake. Let's get this show started, man, because these dudes are out of pocket, man. I mean, they just out of pocket. I really don't understand what's going on with these people. Future brother FBG Casino was one of the two arrested by the feds. The task force size 21 birds. We call them birds out here in these streets. You know what I mean? All my street niggas, yeah, I knew we call them birds. Yeah, kilograms of obviously the most deadly drug that's rocking America right now. Is that fentanyl? I mean, it's just rocking the whole country. And you get caught with 21 birds of that plus 380,000. What? I sit back and wait. You ain't never coming home. You ain't never coming home off this. You get caught with 21 birds of the most deadliest drug in our country right now that's knocking everybody off, from kids to grown-ups to everything. And you get caught with 21 birds of that, the most deadliest drug that's in our country right now? Are you kidding me right now? And you got a brother that's a superstar, Future, and you running around here. I wonder did Future know anything about this? That's my question to y'all also. Y'all think Future knew anything about this? You think Future was getting still some street money, but was letting his brother, allegedly, and other members getting the money? Because you got to understand, a lot of these rappers that we look up to, listen to the music, we come from that lifestyle. So you might get a little itch, a little, man, you know what, man, these labels, I mean, let me get this extra money out here in these streets without people knowing, allegedly. So I wonder did Future know about what was going on with his brother? I really do wonder this, because if he do, oh, it's a whole target on Future and the whole FBG camp. The Fed's gonna start watching him now. I'm not making this up. You heard Fannie Willis, the DA from Georgia, when she put that RICO charge on Young Thug. What she said? Go back, go do y'all research. Oh yeah, all y'all guys that think y'all just coming here and just running our county. Oh, we're gonna go RICOs from left to right on y'all. This is what Fannie Willis said. I didn't say this. Fannie Willis said this. She said she's gonna be throwing these RICOs with all these rappers, celebrities that want to act like they, know what I mean, they want to be part of the street gang. Oh, we're gonna throw RICOs at y'all hip hop niggas. That's exactly what Fannie said. And look what's going on already. I'm telling you, ever since Young Thug RICO, let this marinate in y'all brain right quick. Sit back and think about what I'm about to say before we get to the news clip. Ever since Young Thug RICO, and ever since Rollo came home and Young Thug got his RICO and all this, look at the timeline of what everything that's been going on down there in Georgia and Atlanta. Because this situation that we're talking about right now, that shit happened down there in Georgia. It's something going on down there, and it's somebody that's close to all these rappers, and they knowing they goddamn business, because all of a sudden it's like a little domino effect that's just going down right now. Ever since Rollo came on, ever since Young Thug got his RICO, ever since everything. I mean, just other people getting arrested, other RICOs, people getting RICOs. There's underground crews down there, pause, street crews, street little gangs, upcoming rappers that we don't know about, because not everything hit the news if you're not popular. Them kids out there is getting RICOs from left to right with the street activities they be doing. But when you come to the hip hop world now, all of a sudden we see celebrities like a Future and his brother getting caught with all this goddamn amount of drugs. That tells me there's somebody between all these little crews down there in Georgia in the hip hop world that's a whole goddamn informant, because it's just like a domino effect that's going on right now down there in Georgia. And it seems like Fannie Willis is trying to throw RICOs on all the OGs in the hip hop era down there in Georgia. She's trying to get them niggas up out of here. And obviously, Future is one of them, because look what they just did to his brother. Let's get to the news clip so y'all can really know what's going on here and see who he got caught with. Because Future brother was playing with some cartel niggas. That part. The niggas was getting crazy money. Peep this out. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Light one up, drink your coffee. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Good morning to everybody. Let's go.
Agents say two men are in custody after breaking up a fentanyl trafficking operation. Tonight, federal agents say 2 men are in custody after breaking up a fentanyl trafficking operation in Forest Park. 11 Live's Doug Richards joins us now from the newsroom. Doug, what tipped him off here?
Well, federal agents kind of play that close to the vest, but they say that when they descended upon a property in Forest Park, a man took off on foot. Agents chased him down. When they caught up with him, they say that they found $3,000 cash on his person. Then they went to the nearby Airbnb, which they said was his base of operation, and they found $380,000 in cash. That plus 21 kilos of fentanyl, a money counting machine, a plastic shrink wrapping device they say was used to package the illicit drugs. Agents said today that a drug task force based in Atlanta delivered this and other arrests in an effort to trace drug operations to the source.
To not just focus on a low-level dealer in a community, but how do we look at the enterprise? What is behind that for the distribution network and the supply network? And our goal is to trace it all the way back to the cartels and hold them accountable and bring them to justice.
Federal agents identify the two suspects as Rico DeVille Bice and David Estevan Montillo Diaz. A federal grand jury will sort out the charges against them. Jennifer.
They ain't playing no games with these niggas. Now let's get to OG Candy, man. Shout out to the OG over there in TikTok. He about to break this shit down a little clearer too. Because y'all gotta understand, man, once y'all get in that lifestyle, you playing with that type of money and your brother's a superstar, there's no reason why you run around here trying to act like you some goddamn Scarface and think you still gonna be that nigga in the era that we live in. It's impossible. Let me put it in your head right quick, man. Pause. The era that we live in now, you gotta be very low key, not seen, doing other activities, not a full-time drug dealer and all that drug, because the era we live at now, there's too many goddamn confidential informants, too many snitches. Let me tell y'all something. You don't even got hop out boys no more. Before we continue, shout out to all my niggas in the cities that be watching me. Anywhere that y'all at right now that I'm speaking on this. What was the last time y'all seen a whole bunch of hop out boys hop out the van? I mean, police, cocky ass police hopping out the van, grabbing y'all from the corners, projects, whatever the hell y'all from. What's the last time y'all seen that type of activity every day and every night? They don't do that no more. It doesn't exist. We should call them the hop out boys back in our era. And I'm pretty much sure y'all probably got a word for them, for the narcos, the ones that's riding around undercover, hopping out, chasing niggas, doing all that. You know, man, y'all remember them days. Well, if y'all ain't from that era, y'all won't understand. If you wasn't from the streets, you won't understand. But if you watch movies, you'll understand. I'm from the streets. We used to do a lot of running back then for them hop out boys. Them niggas don't exist no more. It's all about informants. Yeah, go down the street. I put a little wire on you. We got a little phone on you. We record everything you're talking about over there with that guy. That's what they do nowadays. They sit in the car and send their informant to you. Now, the police got it way more easier nowadays than they ever had before in a lifetime. I repeat myself. Police got it easier nowadays than before because of all the shit that's going on. Listen, y'all people get caught up. You want to be an informant. You want to snitch. Kudos to you. That's your life. I don't got nothing to do with that. But people got to understand, when you continue with that lifestyle and you can't take them jail bids no more, you know what comes with that shit. So when you turn around and do what you do, you knew as a child, nigga, snitching was a no-no. Ratting was a no-no because you come from the streets and that's the shit that they taught us. So if you continue to doing in a certain age, 40 plus, and you doing biz left back, back then, left to right and all this, pausing, or eventually you're going to end up breaking. I'm just sorry. Unless you're going to stand 10 toes down and you're going to stand on your business, it's not too many people like that nowadays. A lot of people don't want to do time no more, especially at the age that they're at. They like, man, what? I ain't come on till I'm 70. Nah, what y'all niggas need? Hold up. Yo, go get me some McDonald's and all that, nigga. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas what y'all need right quick. Hold up. Matter of fact, give me a cigarette too while you at it. That's the era we live at. And it's even worse because the young niggas are doing it like that shit is nothing. Go right back outside to the streets, spinning the block, dumbing out on niggas. They a whole informant. That's the shit that we live in. Some people think, yo, how the hell he a snitch, he a foreman, he out here selling drugs, he spinning the block, he doing this. Because they let them do that so they won't look too crazy. They could look like they still fit in with the street activities. That's the era we live in. So for this nigga to go out there and cop all them birds, 21 kilos of fitting on all this, and you 40 plus something years old and your brother's a superstar, you're done up. There's no reason. My question to y'all, I'm thinking like, did Future know about this shit? Because we ain't talking about no couple ounces and 1 kilo and this. Nah, we talking about 21 birds. Did Future know about this? Let's get to the OG from TikTok. Shout out to the OG, man, because he's on the same page I'm on. Is the feds going to start coming and watching Future in the FBG camp because of his brother downfall, what just happened with him? Peep this out. Hear what the OG got to say about the situation. And I'm going to let y'all be the judge also, because I think the feds about to start coming watching Future too. There's too much work over here, and this is blood brother, that part. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Y'all know the vibes.
Agency task force arrested. High agency task force arrested Future brother FBG Casino for trapping out of Airbnb. We talking about 21 bricks of fentanyl, $380,000 in cash. He posted up with a young nigga from California named David Diaz. Not knowing the feds watching David, he trying to scope bricks from him. So soon as they get in the Airbnb, the feds just get in position, corner every exit door, and swarm in. Casino try to run, hit the side door, leave the money, boom, try to run. They tackle him, throw him to the ground. They like, nah, it's over. We already got your phones tapped. We already know about the transaction. We followed you here. There's no way to get away from this. And then the bricks had Louis V stamps on them. I said, Lord Jesus, they trapping in designer. This was the box of money recovered from the scene. So, you know, young nigga move that dope. Young nigga, young. Keep in mind, these are 40-year-old adults thinking they could trap in 2025. It's crazy. When the feds asked him what he do for a living, he said he a studio manager for Future. How you gonna involve your brother in a crime you got caught red-handedly doing? You're definitely being endorsed, and you're definitely not a studio manager. Then Future ain't even try to cover his tracks. When you go look at his Instagram page, he still follow his brother. It's like, dog, put some separation in between y'all. You don't know shit real? Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about Future about to be indicted with his brother. Cause his brother in jail, he never getting out. They gonna give him 20 plus. That's a life sentence. It's over. It's over. Sardines, sandwiches, sweaty men betting on sports games with noodles the rest of your life. But Future, when they get him, it's really gonna hurt. Cause he used to a multi-millionaire lifestyle. Ain't no way he gonna get comfortable in that box. But he gonna have to. It's unfortunately the consequence.
That's what happens. But OG right. OGK right, man. He right. We got to stop at a certain age. Now, if you still in the streets trying to get it, you still got accomplishments you want to do, kudos to you. Do what you got to do. Know what I mean? Survival of the fittest, nigga. Know what I mean? Like, ain't too many people can get jobs and do what they got to do. So you got to continue with your lifestyle. Okay, that's you. But understand the consequence that comes behind that shit. Pause. You know what's going to come when you're moving 100 miles per hour out here in this world and them street worlds. You know what's going to come. We're in a different technology and a different era we live in now. They ain't no hop out boys every day or every week and all that. They ain't them dudes don't exist no more. They sit back in the car and they just watch everything and got a whole goddamn informant coming back telling them everything and got shit recorded. They making it easier for the police nowadays. That part. Yeah, this going on in all cities. Now, if I'm lying, comment below. And this real niggas know they're like, nah, Spoke ain't lying. They ain't, nigga, we ain't even got no hop out boys. Nigga, they just watch everything. Nigga, exactly. That's what's going on there. So you gotta watch your circle. You gotta watch what's around you. Before I get out of here, I just want to know that Future know about this shit, because if he didn't, the Fed's gonna end up coming in. They're gonna start watching Future. That's too many birds. That's too much money. That's his brother. Then you bring Future name up, talking about, yeah, you know, I'm a manager at the studio. Like, what, nigga? We got your phone tap and everything. So now that maybe later on, because this case is not over, obviously. But if FBG Casino gonna stand 10 toes down and take this charge on what his mistake did, because obviously he made a huge mistake. And Future is your brother, a superstar in the hip hop world that we live in. Very known. But is this gonna actually? It's gonna come back and they're gonna come knock on Future door. Is his brother gonna end up snitching on other members from the FBG camp? To be continued. It's something we're gonna have to sit back and watch because that man got caught with all that work. Hopefully he don't start talking. Hopefully, what y'all think? I think FBG Casino gonna start talking, and they gonna come to that camp and grab a few niggas over there, Future and them niggas. I want to hear what y'all got. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this, especially the real niggas, the street niggas. What y'all think? Because this is nasty work for Future. This ain't looking too good, to be honest. But I'm up out of here, man. We on to the next video, pardon me. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. And yeah, I want to hear y'all thought and hear y'all smoke about this Future situation. What y'all think going on over here? Feds definitely coming. They knocking on somebody's door. Till then, man, this your boy Smoke News TV, man. Salute, gang. I'm up out of here. If they know, they know. I'm out of here. Salute.